Welcome to this summary audiobook of How to Win: The Argument, the Pitch, the Job, the Race by Dr. Rob Yeung. Whether you're looking to sharpen your persuasive skills, prepare for important interviews, or advance your career, this book offers practical strategies for success in every aspect of workplace and life challenges. Key concepts. The distinction between winners and losers comes down to how people view themselves, whether as finished products or as individuals who are still evolving. A wealth of research indicates that the traits commonly associated with successful individuals are actually skills that anyone can develop with effort. Assertiveness, influence, persuasion, and the ability to be liked and respected are all abilities that can be learned by anyone. A well-constructed story is a powerful tool for selling products, ideas, services, or even oneself as a job candidate. Most interviewers focus on identifying 8 core sets of skills that are valuable across all fields: deciding and leading, supporting and cooperating, interacting and presenting, analyzing and interpreting, learning and conceptualizing, organizing and executing, adapting and coping, and enterprising and performing. For those in the middle of their careers, organizational savvy, not just working harder, is the key to earning promotions. Introduction. Dr. Rob Yeung argues in How to Win that success is attainable for those who recognize that people are capable of growth and change. Individuals who are assertively responsible, while still respectful of others, can win arguments without creating adversaries. Moreover, a compelling narrative is the most effective method of persuasion, and Yeung details how to construct such stories. Job seekers can take comfort in knowing that, beyond technical knowledge, interviewers are mainly looking for 8 specific learnable skills, which are best demonstrated through stories. For those who feel stuck in mid-career, the book reveals that organizational savvy, an acquired skill, is what truly propels people to higher positions, rather than simply working harder. Gifts or growth. Some people believe abilities are innate and fixed, but by accepting this belief, they limit their own potential. Others adopt a growth mindset, viewing every situation, even failure, as an opportunity to learn and improve. Those with a growth mindset are more open to seeking help and experimenting with new strategies. The rapid pace of change in all industries means that everyone must continually acquire new skills or risk falling behind. Growth-oriented individuals see themselves as works in progress, while those with a gift mindset consider themselves finished products. Over time, those with a growth mindset are better positioned for success. That shift toward a growth mindset. People should recall instances when they or others have overcome challenges or learned new skills. The determination that enabled them to change in the past remains available to them. Alfred Binet, creator of the standard IQ test, believed that through diligence and effort, people could improve their attention, memory, judgment, and even intelligence. Arguing to win. Everyone engages in arguments, whether in heated debates or while defending their positions. Each person has a unique arguing style, shaped by 2 factors: respect for others and assertion. There are 4 possible combinations. Number 1, high assertion and low respect. This leads to forceful persuasion or verbal bullying. Number 2, low assertion and low respect, results in passivity. Number 3, low assertion and high respect, produces helpfulness. Number 4, high assertion and high respect, leads to responsible assertiveness. Responsible assertiveness, which balances giving and taking or logic and emotion, is the most effective style for handling stressful situations. This style is a skill that can be learned. People who are less assertive often know what they want to say, but struggle to express it. Preparing their points in advance can help. If they find it difficult to think on their feet, requesting time to respond is a viable option. Taking breaks allows individuals to clarify their priorities. The DEAR formula is especially useful in these situations. Describe the situation objectively. Express opinions, feelings, and rights. Acknowledge others' perspectives. Recommend solutions or suggest further discussion. This method may not guarantee perfect eloquence, but it is a practical starting point that improves with practice. A University of California Business School experiment examined which type of reflection is more effective: additive counterfactual thinking or subtractive counterfactual thinking. The study found that additive thinkers had a clear advantage. Individuals who score low on respect for others, especially those who are highly assertive, need to practice respectful behavior and active listening. Respecting others involves both and thinking, recognizing that people can possess both positive and negative traits. Humans are complex, and it is unhelpful to label someone as entirely good or bad. It is also possible to be legally wrong but morally right, or vice versa. Accepting this complexity is part of respecting others. Low respect, high assertion individuals often see negotiations as a zero-sum game, with clear winners and losers. Responsible asserters understand that agreement is possible if people aim to make the pie bigger so everyone benefits. Those who adopt this approach are seen as more helpful and trustworthy. Finally, successful arguers keep their emotions in check. People who use raised voices to express intensity are less effective negotiators than those who remain calm. The first 5 minutes of a conversation often set the tone for success or failure. All these behaviors, preparing what to say, using the DEAR model, additive counterfactual thinking, careful listening, both and thinking, staying calm, and striving for mutually beneficial outcomes, are skills that anyone can develop with time and effort. The lesson is clear. When we seek to change others' minds, we must not only listen but also show that we have listened. When we help others feel heard, we restore their dignity, making them more open to our requests. Powerful persuasion. Storytelling has been a fundamental part of human communication for millennia, while the use of numbers as persuasive tools is a more recent development. Many sales pitches still rely on case studies or stories. PowerPoint presentations may seem dull, but audiences perk up when a story begins instead of another bullet point. Stories are effective because they appeal to emotions, and even the most rational individuals can be influenced by an engaging narrative. The quality of a story directly impacts the success of a pitch. All compelling stories share certain elements: a protagonist, at least one problem the protagonist faces, and a resolution. However, a truly captivating story goes further. Yeung's formula for crafting an effective story is soar vividly. Situation, background, and character details. Obstacles, the problems or crises faced. Actions, what the protagonist does to address the obstacles. Resolution, the outcome and the story's main point. Vividly means adding small details that make the story feel real and immerse the audience. These details engage listeners and make the story more persuasive. Much like a trial lawyer's opening statement is more convincing than a police report. Good storytellers tap into human tendencies, such as the underdog effect. The more a protagonist struggles, the more the audience identifies with them. In the best stories, as soon as one obstacle is overcome, another arises. Storytellers also use in-grouping to connect with their audience. The more similar the protagonist is to the listeners, the more likely they are to be persuaded, since people identify with their peers. Storytelling is a skill that can be learned and perfected with practice. Getting the job and the salary. Regardless of the unusual questions they may ask, interviewers are primarily interested in 8 key skill sets. Number 1, deciding and leading, taking responsibility, assessing risks, initiating action, and guiding others. Number 2, supporting and cooperating, being a team player, treating others with respect, sharing information and assistance, and consulting others. Number 3, interacting and presenting, communicating confidently and credibly, building rapport, and negotiating effectively. Number 4, analyzing and interpreting, evaluating both qualitative and quantitative information, testing assumptions, and suggesting solutions. Number 5, learning and conceptualizing, gathering and applying information, thinning and initiating change. Number 6, organizing and executing, setting goals, planning and managing resources, monitoring progress, prioritizing and adjusting as needed. Number 7, adapting and coping, remaining flexible in changing situations, and handling pressure, criticism, and setbacks well. Number 8. Enterprising and performing. Completing tasks with energy and enthusiasm, being ambitious, and demonstrating business sense. While some jobs require specialized skills, these great 8 are universal abilities needed in any workplace. Successful job seekers prepare specific stories that demonstrate their competence in each area. Job seekers should also use 2 important techniques. The first is self-promotion, emphasizing successes and minimizing failures. Most candidates use this approach and are rated more highly by interviewers as a result. Self-promotion allows candidates to steer the interview rather than waiting for the right questions. The second technique is ingratiation, which involves finding common ground with interviewers, similar to making connections at social events. Candidates who use ingratiation to agree with interviewers or compliment the organization are more likely to be hired. Those who use both techniques are not only more likely to get the job, but also to succeed in it. While these techniques may seem somewhat manipulative, most jobs require some degree of diplomacy. People may feel frustrated, bored, tired, or impatient, but maintaining a calm, pleasant, and positive demeanor is simply part of professional behavior. Body language is less influential than many believe, but it does have some impact. The first few minutes of an interview are especially important. Displaying confidence, making positive comments about the organization, and engaging in small talk for the first 3 minutes can position candidates well for the rest of the interview. Networking provides a clear advantage in job hunting. Personal connections are valuable for everyone, and networking is easier than many think. It does not require attending conferences or cocktail parties. A network is simply a group of friends willing to help each other. The best time to discuss salary is after receiving an offer, but before signing the contract. When salary is discussed, anchoring is the most effective technique. Mentioning a high number, even if it seems unrealistic, can drive the offer up, while a low number could drag it down. The key is to mention the number first, and to do so in a lighthearted manner. A candidate who jokes about wanting $1 million salary is more likely to receive a higher offer than one who makes the same request seriously. We are all creatures of emotion, much more than logic. While we may understand rational arguments intellectually, we respond more strongly on an emotional level. Game changer. From childhood, people are told that hard work leads to success. Later, they may realize that despite being the hardest workers in their departments, they remain in the same positions while peers advance. Those who advance have discovered the game change. In mid-career, organizational savvy is what matters most. Organizational savvy is the ability to understand, build, and use relationships to achieve personal goals. It is an even better predictor of performance than emotional intelligence, perhaps because those with organizational savvy also know how to protect themselves from burnout. Regardless of its name, interpersonal style is not innate. It is a skill that can be learned and consists of 4 sub-skills. Number 1, social astuteness. The ability to read faces, behaviors, and body language to assess the emotional states of others. Number 2, interpersonal influence. The skill of understanding how to communicate with different people and adapting one's style accordingly. Number 3, networking ability. The capacity to form strong working relationships and friendships with a wide range of people. Number 4, demonstrable sincerity. Being perceived as sincere, honest, open, honorable, and trustworthy. Those serious about success pay close attention to areas where these sub-skills need improvement and seek feedback from coaches or trusted friends. Organizational savvy is only part of the equation. Successful individuals also play to their strengths, activities that motivate, interest, and satisfy them. The more they can incorporate these strengths into their work, the more enthusiastic, satisfied, and successful they become. People still face challenges from political and economic climates, market trends, and luck, but leveraging their strengths improves their odds. Is hard work useless? Some believe that anyone can become an expert in any field with enough effort, but this is not always true. Some achieve brilliance with little effort, while others remain mediocre despite extensive practice. If an activity is a natural strength, hard work can enhance it, but if not, success is limited regardless of effort. Identifying strengths is as simple as answering two questions. Number 1. To what extent does the activity energize you? Number 2. What results do you achieve from the activity? Identifying strengths is one thing. Getting organizations to allow employees to use them is another. Although honoring strengths boosts morale and productivity, many organizations still place people in roles that do not suit them. The best approach for those in unsatisfying jobs is to develop their skills, identify their strengths, and either persuade their organization to utilize them or seek opportunities elsewhere. Many of us have at least occasionally wanted to scream at our bosses and tell them how unreasonable they're being. However, we know that it's generally a better idea to keep our true thoughts and feelings to ourselves. Making it all work. The skills that lead to success in arguments, pitches, jobs, and careers are all learned. People fail to master them in one of two ways: by doing nothing or by trying to do too much at once. Simply reading a book and understanding the principles of winning is not enough without investing time, energy, and consistent practice. Attempting to acquire all skills at once is also counterproductive. It is far better to focus on one or two skills at a time using the plan, do, review loop. In this method, people write down their action plan. Those who write down their intentions are more likely to follow through, making this a necessary step. They should also identify the most important skills to work on, determine how to practice them, who might help, and when they will do it. After taking action, they should use counterfactual thinking to reflect on how to improve next time. The final step is to write down the next action plan. Results come only from diligence and persistence in following plans. Those who merely hope for success will fail, while those who take responsibility for their own success will achieve it. Conclusion. As we conclude this summary, remember that the journey to success is not about luck or innate talent, but about developing the right mindset and practical skills. How to Win shows that anyone can learn to be more persuasive, influential, and successful by focusing on growth, practicing new skills, and using powerful techniques like storytelling and assertive communication. Success comes from persistence, planning, and a willingness to learn and adapt.